the DPRK soldiers fighting on the Russian side against Ukraine. Ukrainian serviceman Kirill Savnov said, "Soldiers are killing themselves rather than surrendering to Ukrainian forces, probably out of fear of reprisals against their families in North Korea if they are captured," the fighter noted. He also recalled that according to the White House, in the last week alone, North Korea lost 1,000 soldiers killed and wounded in the war unleashed by Russia. North Korean troops are suffering massive losses in battles with Ukrainian fighters, which are being conducted in the Kursk region. This was announced during a briefing by the White House National Security Council's coordinator for strategic communications, John Kirby. According to the United States, 1,000 North Korean fighters have been killed or wounded in Kursk in the last week alone. It is clear that Russian and North Korean military leaders view these troops as expendable and are ordering them to launch hopeless attacks on Ukrainian defences. According to the US and South Korean officials, more than 10,000 North Korean soldiers have been sent to help Russia in the war. Ukrainian intelligence noted that Russia continues to use North Korean soldiers in hostilities against Ukraine. As a result, North Korean troops continue to suffer losses. North Korean soldiers fighting for Russia were given fake military documents with Russian names and birthplaces, the Ukrainian military said, amid claims from Kiev that Russia is trying to conceal the presence of foreign fighters on the battlefield. Recently, Ukraine's Special Operations Forces said in a statement on Sunday they had killed 3 North Korean soldiers in Russia's western Kursk region and seized their documents. Their military identification documents lack all stamps and photos. The patronymic names are given in the Russian manner, and the place of birth is signed as the Republic of Tuva, the statement said, referring to a Russian region in southern Siberia bordering Mongolia. But the signatures on the documents are in Korean, which indicates the real origin of these soldiers, the statement added. This case once again confirms that Russia is resorting to any means to hide its losses on the battlefield and conceal foreign presence, the statement said.
Syrian rebels have stepped up security at the country's borders with neighboring countries as tensions rise in the nation. The Islamist rebels who took over Syria were seen operating a checkpoint at the country's border with Lebanon on Friday. There, they searched inside vehicles for weapons, before the cars were allowed to pass into Syria. The rebels also confiscated cigarettes and alcohol. The measures were taken after clashes erupted in various provinces in northern Syria between the now ruling rebel forces and supporters of ousted President Bashar Assad.
صورة مع الشباب الطيبة الله يحفظك يسر عم يستعمل بدنا نتصور احنا
Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Thursday that Russia could again hit Ukraine with the new Orshnik hypersonic ballistic missile that was first used in a November 21 strike on the Ukrainian city of Dnipro. Speaking to reporters after a meeting of a Moscow-dominated economic grouping of ex-Soviet nations near St. Petersburg, Putin said that Russia now has just a few Orshnik missiles, but added that it wouldn't hesitate to use them for new attacks on Ukraine. "We aren't in a rush to use them, because those are powerful weapons intended for certain tasks," he said. "But we wouldn't exclude their use today or tomorrow if necessary." He said that Russia has launched serial production of the new weapon and reaffirmed a plan to deploy some of Orshnik missiles to Russia's neighbor and ally Belarus. Belarus authoritarian President Alexander Lukashenko told reporters Thursday that his country could host 10 or more such missiles.
Добрый вечер. Пожалуйста, какие вопросы? Если нужно будет, мы увидим, что требуется применение более мощного оружия средней дальности, мы, конечно, его используем. Но мы не спешим, у нас ведь это не секрет, да мы не скрываем. И я говорил, у нас пока немного этих систем орешник. Они у нас есть. И не одна система. Но мы не спешим их